Hi, I'm Blythe Stephens, Bliss Catalyzing dance educator and founder of Blythe Coach, dance education and coaching to move through life with balance, grace, and power. Today I've got just a short little ditty for you. It's a great warm-up and foot strengthener for ballet, also modern dance, jazz, lots of different dance styles. And it's elaborating on, sort of expanding on prances that I also do in my pre-bar warm-up for all of my ballet classes. So go back and check out that warm-up if you would like some more information about that. And I also have a video called Saucy Prances and Sautés, which uses prancing or articulating through the feet to prepare for jumps which are landing on 2 feet. Landing on 2 feet is a great way to start with your jumping technique, so I recommend that you go back and check out that video if you haven't already, and then we'll proceed to this version where we're landing onto 1 foot only. Come along with me for this little jumpy prance exercise. Now, there's a number of different dance movements that we might refer to as prances that are prancy, like a reindeer or a pony, and some of them really do look like a bit of dressage or something like this. But the one from my warm-up, which I mentioned, is a rolling to the ball of foot, the tip of the toe, and even pressing over to stretch the arch to the ball of the foot and down. So from the side, and that looks like ball and toe and ball back to the heel. So now we're going to take that a little bit higher and a more of a jumpy preparation tempo. But that importance of rolling heel, ball, toe, ball, heel is constant in jumping technique in dance, as is the tracking of the hips, knees, and feet. So whether we are in parallel position or turned out, we want to make sure that the knee and the toes, or the middle toe, are going along the same angle. So we're not twisting at the knees or the ankles during this little jump. Now, there's 2 versions that we're going to practice today. The first is as if we are suspended by a harness, either a climbing harness that's going to help us when we're climbing a rocky mountainside, or maybe you prefer to think of it as a skydiving harness that will help catch you once your parachute opens. It's going to support us right here at the hips. So we can either use a bar or a chair to support us, or we can go without support with the hands on the hips, totally up to you. I'll try this first set with the support of my bar, and then I'm going to take it away and try it without. So the 2 versions. One, as I said, is as if we're suspended from a harness, our heels are light, we're almost taking off, and then we're going to hold that place in shape. So there won't be a big change in level, hopefully, of my head and upper body, and instead, the feet, just like I said, those dressage ponies, will be switching out. So the jump is just happening in that case through the heel, ball, toe, and push. All the strength coming from the foot as we go. So no bend in the standing leg. It is stretching to catch us. So that will look like this. Yes. There's a little bounce, but not a huge change in level. These, of course, can travel forward or back or side to side also. And we can really cover some ground when we go across the floor with these types of prances. Second version, we'll call it version B, is with a bend in the standing leg to start with. So both versions will start with 1 foot in the air, indicating that I'm going to jump onto that foot to start with. So I know where I'm beginning is by dropping that foot down onto the floor and picking up the other. Now, don't worry too much about where the foot is, whether it's at the ankle or in the front or even higher. For today, that's all good. We'll work on being more specific with those positions and the height of the thigh, knee, and foot as we go forward. So with the plie version, we're going to be creating more propulsion with that springiness in the standing leg, going up, sending the whole body up and landing, up and landing, up and up up and up and up and up. Much more change in the level of the body. Great. So let's go ahead and try 4 sets of 8, if that works, of the prances onto a straight leg, rolling through the feet, articulating the feet only. If that's too many or too fast, simply go slower, do fewer, or take a break altogether and watch. Of course, if this is a completely new movement to you, or if dancing is a new practice for you, consult with your physician or medical professional before undertaking that sort of new training to make sure that it's right for you. And then always listen to your body and honor the messages that it's sending you. Okay, so we're starting with the bar, just rolling in our prances. Special thanks to Megumi Kopp for her gracious permission to use her piano music from Hawaii in my YouTube videos. This track is called Mahalo Wau o Kanani Petit Allegro. Feet in parallel, side by side, hands either on the hips or on our support. We'll pick up the right foot. So prance, heel ball toe, toe ball heel, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice job. So we'll end the way we started, then put that foot down, take it out. Always nice to let everything which is grown tight and active in our exercise to release again. We'll stretch the calves out before trying our second version. It's great practice to actually hold these stretches for 15 to 30 seconds or more on each side, but as we're resting in between, we might not hold them for that long. Now, as we try the second version with the jump, I'm going to speed up the music or use a slightly quicker track so that we don't have to stay in the air for longer or extend that, but you could still go at a slower pace. This one is called Hano Hano Hanale Petit Allegro, again by Megumi Kopp. We're starting in parallel again. We'll peel off the right foot and then plie the standing leg. Here we go, 5, 6, 7, 8. Up. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16 more. 16. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. We can feel ourselves getting a little breathy maybe after that practice. Great for our aerobic endurance, especially if we're able to go continuously or only take short pauses and then continue. As we start to get a little bit more air time, we can be thinking about the sorts of lofty jumps that this sort of prance will later support. So with the straight-legged prances, we might be preparing for smaller movements such as leaps that go down, small petit allegro movements. The bigger ones, we might be getting ready for emboîté, which we see in the little swans in Swan Lake. That's this action to coupe. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. This is a slow version, actually. The full version in Swan Lake, it's that's actually similar to our first version of the prance, isn't it? Then with the big swans in Swan Lake, there's actually a big emboîté as well, which lands in front attitude. Stretch and stretch and stretch and stretch. And there's other movements like pas de chat that would take one foot and the other, and grand jeté. This is leading into a lot of really exciting movements that we'll pursue in the future. Let's try the first version at a quick tempo. And then the bigger, jumpier second version, also at a quick tempo, if you're up for it. And we'll be nice and breathy after that and feel some really great work in our core and our legs Not so much in the arms yet, although we'll be using them more as we go forward to coordinate with this action. You could continue with the support of the bar, or we could try without the bar. I'm going to try maybe without this time, the hands just resting onto my hips. Here we are in parallel. We'll start with one foot up, straight-legged. 5, 6, 7, 8. Here we go. Now with the jump. Great job. Now you can give yourself a hug, a round of applause. I look forward to sharing with you more little jumps, big jumps, arm work, lots of fun ballet steps to come. Thanks for joining me for Piquant Prances. Actually, I'm not sure if that's what I'm going to call this video yet, but it sounds good in the moment. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you particularly enjoyed and would like to see more of in the comments below, and I'll be sure to include those in future videos. See you soon.